This video really is for believers only. And this is what I mean. Believers only means people who lean and press into God because they recognize God is all there is. God is all the good there is. And all the good there is God. And there's no difference between the two. That the good is God and God is the good. In all forms, in all fashions. And that all is good. These are the people, these are for those people. The reason that we are here today is to talk about some things that's been going on in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you are taking yourself to deeper levels of faith. And this is what that means. You have to actually believe against all odds. You have to believe against all odds. You have to recognize that there are no odds. God always delivers 100% of the time, never endingly and never failingly. You have to know that absolutely. To know that absolutely, you're going to have to do some work on yourself. And the work that you're going to have to do on yourself is a spiritual work. You're going to have to think higher than you have up until this point. You're going to have to think higher. You're going to have to think better. You're going to have to think better because there's no way to access the kingdom treasures without accessing deeper levels of faith and doing the work to get to deeper levels of faith and love and belief and yourself, the truth. That is where access to all power is. Now, this is a system of fulfillment God has put in place. God has put into place of believers in the kingdom, a consciousness and spirit. And God, in the kingdom, God has prepared two things: accomplishment and fulfillment, completeness, both at once, not just one. You don't have to be broke and spiritual, and you don't have to be rich and narrow-minded, capitalistic. You can be and are in the kingdom. We don't operate in duality in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you get everything. That means the deeper you press into God by working on your faith, meaning you have to be able to walk in this world and know that God never fails. You just have to know that. You have to be able to walk through this world and just say, God never fails. God always comes through 100% of the time. Always. You can't believe that God sometimes comes through and sometimes doesn't. So that means in the middle of wherever you are right now, doesn't matter what's going on. Literally, it doesn't matter. The point is that it doesn't matter what's going on right now. You have to know that God 100% of the time comes through. You can't have any single doubt in your mind. Now, that's not to say that you can't fall out of the graces of faith in God by losing faith and going into doubt. But doubt is only a temporary season to teach you the power of faith. So you can go back to faith and recognize the difference between the two. Look at the effects of doubt, look at the effects of faith. You're going to go into faith at some point. That's the mechanism. So the false duality of this world is only for those people in the world. You are in the kingdom. The kingdom is different in a sense that the kingdom is built on faith, not by sight. But faith means you know God 100% of the time comes through and does it every single time. You're going to do what you do already. You're going to make plans. You're going to move forward. You're going to make moves. You're going to do stuff. But what's going to do the work is God. And you know that. And it always comes through. So all you have to do is go forward. When you go forward in the kingdom, you know it's taken care of. You're not even thinking about what's next or what's way down the road. Because it doesn't matter to you if you're in the kingdom. Because It's already done because God never fails. And you know that by experience, you know that by the word, you know that by study, you know that by observation, you know that by direct experience, you know about every way. Because if you don't know about every way, guess what? You're missing the aspects of God that's consistent everywhere else too. This happens everywhere. In every language, to every person, with every background. It's the exact same everywhere else. God is the same and never fails. 100% of the time succeeds in bringing you what it is that is in your heart of desire. Because the greater you press into God, the greater you press into good, and the good is everything you want, truly want. The deeper you press into God, God is literally made of what you want. That's it. Everything you want. That's why it says, seek ye the kingdom of heaven and all these things will be added unto you. That's the reason it says that, because when you press into God, you're actually pressing into everything you want. It's legitimately everything you want. It's what you've already said you want.